Hello everyone, this is the Final Bosman, and on this week's episode, I get to play games for free! Welcome to the show. I am Kyle Bosman, and look, the old title's back, which is nice to have that back, and that is thanks to you. This is one of the times where I'm very grateful to have a comment section, is because I made an apparent glaring mistake, and all of you called me out on it, and even the mean people are helpful sometimes. And it's gone. It's back to usual, and that's sort of, I mean, I'm all about this right now. This is the power of the internet, and it's strangely inspiring. I can make a mistake and then fix it with 1 week, and then we're rolling on. Always love the freaking internet. Speaking of the power of the internet, this is our 40th episode. And so for this week's episode, I wanted to talk about game demos, because last week I played the demo for the Nintendo 3DS game Bravely Default, which is just released in the US. It's out in a lot of other countries, but to us it's new, and it's a cool demo. The reason this is a cool demo is that it exists inside of a bubble outside of the game's main story, so there's no spoilers. But also there's like a space within this game to just kind of figure out its combat on your own. It kind of just tosses you out there to very hard enemies, not just that you can like attack over and over and win, which is a cool thing. And also you can unlock things within this demo that will transfer to the game when you buy it. I played that demo for probably 45 minutes, and then the next day pre-ordered the full game, which I think is all that a demo could ever hope to do. And so I started thinking, what makes a good demo? And then I started thinking, I have a show on the internet every week. And then I started thinking, I should talk about this on my show on the internet. Today's episode, a tale of two demos. The first demo, Metal Gear Solid 2. On this show, I don't like to talk in absolutes about like something being the best or being the greatest. This is the best demo of all time. That is non-negotiable. I will not negotiate with any human who thinks there's a better demo than Metal Gear Solid 2's demo. Metal Gear Solid 2 demo, really great. I want to focus on two elements that I think make it a great demo, and that's openness and specialness. Specialness I'll start with. With a demo, even in 2001, at that point, I did not have the internet connection to watch videos of a game before they came out. So a demo is really my first time not just playing a game, but seeing a game. So demos are an opportunity. And so there was an opportunity to play Metal Gear Solid 2 if you bought Zone of the Enders. It was a pack-in with that game. And I remember buying it. It's so special. I just remember that day. I was at the mall with my sister, and she's an older sister. She was a cool teenager, and the two of us very rarely hung out, just the two of us. So that was a cool thing. And so I needed a ride. She took me to the mall. We went to Electronics Boutique and picked up Zone of the Enders. And then we went to the pizza restaurant in the mall that I had never been to, and she bought me a slice of pizza. And when we sat down, she was curious about the game I just bought, which is completely rare. And I think what it is, and you've probably experienced this, is when someone is excited about something, when it's kind of just beaming off them and out of their mouths and eyes, you want to be a part of it. You want to understand it and also be excited. Excitement can be contagious. And so she wanted to know why I was so excited to be buying this game, Zone of the Enders. Well, actually, the reason I am so excited to be buying Zone of the Enders is that it comes with a demo for Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. And at that point, it was gone. She's gone. She's just, sorry bro, that's too many weird words. So her curiosity kind of died at that point. But yeah, that was it. That moment of just buying Zone of the Enders, that moment was much more about Metal Gear Solid 2 than it was about that game that came with it. And for that reason, the specialness meter was off the charts for that demo. And so I think I, like a lot of people, ended up playing that demo for Metal Gear Solid 2 more than we ever played Zone of the Enders, which to its credit is a short game. But this is the other thing I want to talk about, Metal Gear Solid 2's openness. It puts you in this tiny space where there's just so many things to do. I'd go as far to say that I played the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo more than I played the game Metal Gear Solid 2. There's so much in it. You can, for the first time in any game, point your gun at a dude's wiener and he gets so scared he starts shaking and gives you his stuff. You can hide in lockers, and in some of those lockers there's pictures of girls in bikinis. You can shoot bottles and they'll crack at the points where you shot them. There's a boss fight in this demo, and in this boss fight you can shoot lights out and you can shoot the tarp cords and interesting things happen. And at the end there's like a little drone that flies off, and Solid Snake, who's speaking Japanese at the point, just says "Cipher" as it flies off. And you're like, wow, I can't wait to play Metal Gear Solid 2. The second demo, Sonic Unleashed. Thank you for not hitting the back button right there. I realize that's a weird one to pick, but for some reason, this is a great demo. And if I could pin it on one thing, it's gonna be repeatability-ness. What happened was, it would be, I should explain, I'm also extremely unemployed at this time, so I don't have much else to live for. And so I would just play it over and over and over, and I had a roommate named Max at the time, and he was not unemployed, but he knew a good demo when he saw one. So me and Max would like take turns playing this demo through, trying to get the fastest time. We got S rank pretty fast, that wasn't a big deal, but we wanted to shave off seconds in any which way we could, taking weird paths. And so this is the demo, by the way. I'm trying to show the whole thing. This is me playing the demo even. Just to show you like what I love about this. Look at this game, it's vibrant. There's no werehogs mentioned anywhere in this demo. You're just kind of excited for Sonic. And you probably know me pretty well at this point. I don't normally play games competitively as a sport or anything. But for some reason, this one just really, I think it was the repeatability-ness. It's really just, I wanted to get back in there and I wanted to keep playing. I felt excited to play a Sonic game, which is weird because I normally don't ever feel excited to play Sonic games. We played this demo so many times that when the full game of Sonic Unleashed finally came out, me and Max were like Sonic pros. we would like blaze through any of the fast Sonic levels, and then when like the Werehog levels came up, we just had to trudge through those. This is a demo that is better than the game of itself, which is hard to explain. And I think it's because it's that ability to jump in and play it, and then play it again, as opposed to jump in and watch a cutscene. That little pink guy, he turns out to be the god of Sonic's universe, by the way, in that story. Like not worth listening to any of those. And so it's kind of funny in game design terms to say, hey, this demo is more fun than your entire game. And it's funny, when Sonic Generations, the demo for that came out, there's like a limit where they'll stop you from playing it too much. And I felt personally responsible for that. I felt like there was a like number cruncher guy who came into his boss and said, excuse me, sir, this data shows that one person played the Sonic Unleashed demo for 15,000 hours.
What? Make sure this never happens again.
Fun fact, you cannot download this demo right now. You can't go find that because in 2010, Sega said we are delisting every Sonic game, and they actually stopped selling them too, that has an average Metacritic score because they wanted to protect their brand for all future games. They didn't want all of this confusing, why are there so many Sonic games at stores? They're gone. You cannot go download this demo, it's disappeared. It exists only on my hard drive and anyone else who kept it. That is crazy, and part of the reason why I still love the idea of a demo disc. Those are forever, or until they dry out hundreds of years from now. Other fun fact, you can actually download the DLC to Sonic Unleashed on the PlayStation Store. If you go to Sonic Underground, which was like a bad cartoon sequel to the good Sonic show, and all of the cool adventure packs are listed there. So if you find yourself buying Sonic Unleashed at GameStop or something, There's a workaround. You can get that DLC.
Me. Final Bosman update. So it turns out you can download the Sonic Unleashed demo on the Xbox 360. But the weird thing is that when you finally have installed it, you have installed the Japanese demo of this game, which is called Sonic World Adventure. But it works, and it's still fun. So check that out.
But anyway, those are really the things that I love about good demos. A demo, it's interactive. It's not a trailer. You are in that space and you're able to F around and explore it and understand what that game is and make up your own conclusions outside of what some snarky podcaster says. And so, yes, if you are a publisher today, I get why you wouldn't want to put so much time and effort into a tiny version of your game that most people will say, this sucks anyway. You know, Call of Duty doesn't need a demo because everybody already knows about it. But if you have a game with a low brand recognition, like Bravely Default, I love that. I love that in this age of Twitter and Facebook and weird online shows where people spout opinions. Yeah, demos are good. We're spreading the hype for you right now. Conversely, if you have a game with high brand recognition, you can put your demo in a box and sell it for $40. Can't you? You know what's funny is I cry a lot about that, about Ground Zeroes and how expensive it's going to be. But that is just minutes after I said that I gladly paid $50 of allowance money for the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo. So, you know, it's all the same. Oh my gosh, I'm going to love Ground Zeroes. I'm gonna love that game. I'm gonna play it till my eyeballs bleed, bleed and then dry out, and then they're just like little shriveled dust, and I'm still playing Ground Zeroes. Anyway, that is the episode for this week. One thing I'm curious about, I want to know what demos you liked, what demos you've loved over the years. Please comment those in the section below. There's so many more I wanted to talk about. Like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, that demo was, whoa! You've never played anything like that before that demo, and then here it is. You could play that for hours. Siphon Filter, play that for hours. You could tase people within that demo and shoot out lights. Parappa the Rapper, the first time I ever played Parappa the Rapper was in a demo. Really good stuff with demos. If you're on Twitter, you can find me at Kyle Bosman. I will be back here next Wednesday. I hope to see you then. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you one last thing. So when I was looking around for that Sonic demo on my PlayStation, there's this Lemmings demo down here that I keep around, have not deleted it, just because I like the menu music so much. Listen to this. Like honestly, like this music makes me want to cry, and I could just never like bring myself to delete it. Okay, see you next week.